Here we are. It's a little bit after midnight, early Tuesday morning, and we have a few raccoons here. It's been the day of Connor escaping when Jim accidentally didn't click the door when he was shutting it, and Connor always listens for the click, and when it doesn't click, Connor's out the door. But we got a few raccoons out there. We have Furby over there. Let's see if I can get a close-up of her. She's over there looking out over the rails. That's little Miss Furby. And then we have another one right here eating the dry food. And then we have a couple that keep going up and down, up and down. I put marshmallows out tonight. We're on our second batch of hot dogs. I put 6 pounds out. They ate those. Then I put another 6 pounds out. And then I put another half a package of cookies out. And then they've been busy. And I've already fed Woody. Woody actually came up on the deck this evening with me. And she caught me by surprise. I was putting the second round of food out. And there she was over to my left. It was just she and I out there. So I fed her. She's such a pretty little girl. And, oops, here comes somebody else. Let's see here. Anyway, I haven't seen Bandit this evening. I've seen Simon. Simon's been here. He just did drive-through. He was up one step and down the other. He was pretty quick to come by and eat. And then Scooter came by. And Scooter scooted and he just buzzed right through. Uh-oh. Well, I guess you all know who that is eating the dry food. Oh my goodness, she's a piece of work. God, I love that raccoon. She just makes me smile. No. Anyway. That's pretty, Furby's now laying down. No longer looking out through the rails. It's getting kind of relaxed. I haven't seen the baby this evening. That doesn't mean anything. I've been going back and forth. Jim and I were watching the women's hockey championship against Canada and the U.S. And Canada won in overtime, an overtime shootout, actually. And then been playing with Connor since he went on his little escape thing. And Serafina is the same. So, oh, here comes somebody else. And that's pretty much how our day has been. I would like to say thank you to those of you that have given me lots of recommendations about Serafina. We got a phone call from one of Jim's friends today. She's an avid fan, Tammy, who lives in Arizona. Thank you for the phone call today. It was very nice talking to you, and thank you for all of the information that you gave me today also. I really do appreciate it. precious. Little babies. There's a bunch of them. That's for sure. So I talked to my son today. He actually purchased my house that I was living in 3 years ago. I was on the lake. It was my first house on the lake. Much larger house. It became way too big for me. And he and my daughter-in-law and grandchildren, they live there now. And my grandchildren, I have a granddaughter that she just turned 1. And a grandson that is 6 years old. He'll be 7 years old this year. Anyway, they are getting to experience the wildlife stuff that I experienced when I lived there. I had geese that I fed every day. I had ducks that I fed every day. Everybody had a name. I had a possum that used to come, raccoon families. I had a fox. It was a lot of fun living there. I even fed the turtles cat food in the water out on my boat dock. Anyway, my son sent me a picture today, and he was looking out his Ring camera because one of the Ring cameras had been setting off quite often over the last week. Well, he has got a mother duck who has 10 little eggs back behind his bushes up next to his house. And he went up and he started pointing. He fixed the camera to where it's going to be kind of like his own little personal webcam, so he can keep an eye on the nest. And she's got 10 eggs, and he's been sending me pictures off and on all day of the mama and the ducks. And I said, oh, that's just the beginning. I told him, I says, just wait until you see the baby turtles hatch. And as they're running down to the lake, I said, you're going to really enjoy that. So it was a good day overall. Plus I worked today. It was good getting to hear that they're getting to experience all the fun of wildlife that I used to experience. And he knows why I love it up here so much. This is just paradise in my eyes. I was telling Jim back before we got engaged, I said, you know, a lot of people don't realize that live up there. You guys live in just pure paradise up here. I mean, this is untouched country. There's no sidewalks all everywhere. I mean, cities of sidewalks and skyscrapers, I know that they're necessary in certain places, but I mean, the environment up here is just so beautiful. And the people up here, they love to take care of the environment, and I love that. And it's spring now, and everything is going to be so super, super green. So, yeah, it's going to be great. Look at that baby there. My goodness. See if I can get a good picture of this baby. Aren't they precious? Oh, and I remember what I was going to tell everybody. So, I'm not sure how around in the States if it's just a southern thing or if this is something that's common all over the United States, since I was raised in the South and lived in the South all my life. As the people in the South know, we love cornbread. And when I first started cooking up here, I made Jim some stew. And I asked him, could he go by the store and get me some cornmeal? And he says, what do you need? Cornmeal, whatever that is. It was his words. And I says, because I want to make some cornbread. And he says, what's cornbread? And I said, oh, it's just really, really good. Especially if you eat the southern cornbread. And he was like, okay. So he went to, this was back in December. He went to like 4 different stores. And not a single grocery store or Walmart carries cornmeal here. And I was like, what's the deal? So I went and Googled it and everything and was trying to figure it out. And how could I get cornmeal up here? And my son said, take it back with you. And I said, no, I'm not going to put that stuff in my luggage. And so we finally found it at a baking supply place. Well, I made stew last week. And Jim had his first cornbread. And he loved it. Oh my gosh. He didn't know that something like that even existed. And then what we had left over, because I made a really big 9x13 pan of it. Because I don't have an iron skillet up here. I gave the rest to the raccoons. Oh, and the raccoons loved it too. I cut it in little thin slices, long slices, kind of like the hot dogs, so that they could pick it up. And they loved it. Oh my gosh, they loved it so much. So I think these two are going to be pretty much, look at him just sitting there on the thing. Isn't he a little doll? Precious. Oh my goodness, what a baby. I think I've got somebody here underneath my feet. I do. A little boy. What you doing, little dude? Connor. Let's see here. There we go. Connor, did you escape today? Huh? Did you? Did you escape on Daddy? Did you? Huh? Did you escape? Did you escape today? Huh? You gave Daddy a scare. Yes, you did, and you gave Angie a scare, too. Are you sorry that you ran out the door today? Huh? Are you sorry? Connor? You gonna apologize? Nope. Are you going to do it again? You going to do it again? Yep. Well, let's go say hello to Jim. Oh, here he is.
Don't yell at me. I'm not the one who forgot to pay the bill.
Look who's laying on the couch. You feel okay? You feel bad?
Kind of warm.
You got a fever?
Yeah.
That's the norm. If you overdo it and you going outside today, he did that.
Chasing a cat.
Chasing a cat. I just asked him, was he sorry that he did that today, and he said no.
No, he wasn't sorry.
No. And I asked him, was he going to do it again, and he said, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, well, first chance you get.
Yeah.
Even got a sweater on.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll take your temp here in just a second.
All right.
Tell everybody bye. Thanks, everybody. Y'all have a good Tuesday.
Dr. Simon